Good morning, students. A warm welcome to all of you in the world of mathematics. Here, myself, Mrs. Karuna Deve, who is eager to post the video for 8th standard maths from State Board for English medium students. In our last video, we have already finished our practice set number 3.2 from the unit Indices and Cube Root. Now, let's move ahead towards the practice set number 3.3. So students, before going to start our actual content from the practice set number 3.3, let's recall some previous knowledge. Suppose the number 4 is there, which is multiplied twice. It means 4 into 4. Our answer is 16. So, this can also written in the form that is square of 4 is 16. But students, if the question may ask to you, that is, what is the square root of 16? So, this is the symbol of square root of 16, and if it is asked to you what is the square root of 16, then the question may come in your mind, that is, the answer is 4 as we know that, but it might be positive and it might be negative. It means that the square root of 16, it might be positive also and it might be negative also. So how we will get the idea that which is the correct answer? For that, if the square root of 16 is positive 4, then 16 number is not having any symbol. But if this 4 is negative, so negative 4 square is also the positive 16, but in a mathematical way it is written in this format. The symbol of negative is written before the symbol of square root. It may confuse you, how is it possible that negative 4 is having its square, that is 16, positive 16. As we know that square, it means the multiplication of that number of 2 times. So negative 4 into negative 4, 4 4s are 16. So answer will be 16. But multiplication of two negative numbers, the answer get positive signs. But here in the case of square, the positive 4, its square is the 16 only, and with that we can write in this way. But negative 4 and its square is there, then the answer is positive. It means 16 is positive, but that square root symbol is having this type of the indicative marks. It means negative symbol before the symbol. So like that way, number 16 is having two square roots. One, it will be the positive 4, and the second will be the negative 4. It means that every positive number has two square root. Therefore, square root of 16 is positive 4 as well as negative 4. Another important point regarding this topic, that is square root of 0 is 0 only. Now students, let's move towards another most important concept from this unit, that is cube and cube root. The first one is cube. So what it means cube? If the number is multiplied, the same number is multiplied 3 times. Suppose 6 into 6 into 6. So this 6 number, this is a product form. Suppose this 6 number is multiplied 3 times. It means that the same number we can written in this way. 6 is the base and 3 is the index. So the answer of this product form is 216. It means that the cube, 3 times 3, it means the cube. So the cube of 6 is 216. So what is the definition of the cube? If the number is written 3 times and it is multiplied, then the product is called the cube of that number. So the cube of 6 is 216. Now let's take the example. Find the cube of the 17. So how we are taking the cube of 17? It means we are going to multiply the number 17 3 times. 17 into 17 into 17, the answer is 4,913. So the cube of 17 is 4,913. Now students, this 17 is not having symbol, it means it's positive. So the positive numbers cube is positive only. Let's take the example of negative number. Now here the number is 6 and that is having the negative symbol. So negative 6 cube, it means we are going to multiply the negative number 3 times. Negative 6 into negative 6 into negative 6. The answer is 216 as we have studied earlier. But here the number is negative. That's why its cube is also negative. So the negative 6 cube is negative 216. Now let's see the third example from the rational number. The number is negative 2 upon 5. So its cube is also negative. That is negative 8 upon 125. So from this sums we can get one important point. That is the cube of positive number is positive only and cube of negative number is negative. In the same way we can also take out the cube of the decimal numbers. The number is 1.2 and its cube. So again we are going to multiply the number 3 times. 1.2 into 1.2 into 1.2. The answer is 1728. As we know that how to place the decimal, because in the here decimal, after the decimal 3 numbers are there, 1 2 3. So we are going to put the decimal 1 2 3 and here. So the answer will be positive 1.728. It means if the number is in decimal, then its cube will also come in the decimal format. Now students, let's move towards our next topic, that is cube root. As we know that how to find the square root of a number by factorization method. In the same way, by using same method, we can also find the cube root by the factorization method only. Suppose example is 216. So by the factorization method, we are going to factorize it. Here, this is one of the way we have used here. By using the 2, if 2 will be multiplied with the 108, then we will get the answer 216. Now 8 is there. It means again we can use the test of divisibility of 2. So this 2 will be as it is, and this 2 we are going to use for the next time. That is 2 into 54. Answer will be 108. Again 2 into this 2 will be as it is. Again 4 is at unit place. So we can again multiply with the 2. Then we will get the answer 27. Now 27. This 3 will be continued here. 27. It is we can use the test of divisibility of 3 here. So 3 into 9. Again this 4 numbers we are going to repeat here. 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 will be there. Now this 9 can be factorized into numbers, that is 3 3s are 9. So here these are our prime factors which are getting from the method of factorization. Now if we'll observe these factors, then we can get one point, that is this 2 is 3 times and this 3 is also 3 times. So we can take the common number here. Instead of this 3 2, we will write only 1, symbol of multiplication, and instead of this 3 we will take one common 3. Now in the cube root we are going to write number 216, that is our main question, and 2 into 3. So 2 3s are 6. So the cube root of 216 is 6. This is also another way which we can use for the factorization method. Both the methods, horizontal and vertical, we can use for the factorization. From both the method we can get same type of the prime factors. So whatever you will feel easy, you can use it for there, and the remaining process you have to continue in the both the cases. So like that way we can get the cube root of 216, that is 6. So students, as we have studied earlier, that this number, it means the cube root of 216 A6, it is also written in another way, that is cube root of 16. It means 216 is the base, and cube root, how we can able to write the number cube root, that is in index form, that is 1 upon 3. So the cube root of 216 is 6. There are two ways which help us to give the same meaning. So the cube root of 216 is 6 only. Let's take more examples. Let's check another example which is given in the textbook on page number 18 only. Here we have to find the cube root of the negative number, that is negative 1331. So while solving this type of the sum, we have to ignore the negative symbol for a little bit. So let's find the cube root of positive, it means 1331 first, and then later on when we get the prime factors, then we can able to give the negative symbol again. So the prime factors of 1331 is 11. 11 into 11 into 11, it means it is a cube of 11. So while writing the negative symbol here, we can put the negative symbol towards the prime factors also. So negative 11 into negative 11 into negative 11. So the negative 11's cube is negative 1331. So here we are going to put the symbol of cube root, and we are going to put the 3 here. So under the cube root of negative 1331, the answer will be negative 11. Now here fourth sum is given, where we have to find out the cube root of the decimal number. So here it is little bit difficult to find out the cube root of decimal number. So what we have done here, that is we have converted the decimal number into the rational numbers. It means we have shifted this decimal, it means this point, and we are going to divide it by the 1000. Why we are going to divide it by the 1000? Because here is the decimal point. After the decimal point, 3 digits are there, 1, 2, 3. So here we are going to leave this 0 and decimal, and we will directly write the number 125, and at denominator place we are going to put 1, and 3 digit we have shifted the decimal. So we are going to put 3 times 0 here. So we will get the rational number, that is 125 upon 1000. So here we are going to separate its cube root symbol, and by that way we can able to use here the law of indices, that is a upon b raised to m. So we are going to put this index to the, we are separating it to the numerator and denominator, like this way, a raised to m upon b raised to m. So here we are going to separate the cube, that is cube root of 125 is 5 and cube root of 1000 is 10. So we are going to put it like this way, and our answer is 5 upon 10. Again here we are going to convert this rational number into the decimal form. Here after the 1 0 is there, so we can put the point, it means decimal here before the 5. So here we are going to write in this way 0.5, that is our answer. So cube root of 0.125 is 0.5. So like that way, few more examples related to the cube root we are going to see in our practice set number 3.3. Students, before going ahead, this is one of the chart of cube number is here. Cube numbers from 1 to 10 is given here, that you have to learn by heart, and also you have to write that in your classwork notebook. So these numbers will help you to solve the practice set number 3.3, as well as in future also it will help you a lot. So please learn them. Here is our first question is, find the cube root of the following numbers, and the first number is 8000. So let's start it. So by the factorization method we are going to find out the cube root of the 8000. 8000, it means 8 into 1000. As we know that 8 is the cube of 2 and 1000 is the cube of 10. It means that instead of 8 we can write the 3 times 2. It means 2 into 2 into 2. That will be 8000. And 1000 will be 10 into 10 into 10. It means 10's cube is 1000, 2's cube is 8. So instead of this 3 times 2 and this 3 times 10, we are going to make it common. That is 2's cube multiply 10's cube. So here we can make it common. That is 2 into 10 and brackets cube. Now we know that 2 into 10, 2 tens are 20. So 20's cube. Here 20 is our final answer, but how we are going to write it? In the cube root, we are going to place the 8000 and 20. So this is the proper way to write the answer. Cube root of 8000 is 20. Got it, students? Let's move towards the second question. Here second question is 729. So how we can able to find out the cube root? 729 we will write at first. 9 is at unit place. It means we can divide this 729 by the 9 also. So 9 8s are 72, 9 1s are 9. It means multiplication of 9 into 81, we get the answer 729. Now here we are going to repeat this 9 again. And 81 is the square of 9. It means 9 9s are 81. So here we will get the 3 times 9. It means it is a cube root of 9. But how we will write it? Instead of 3 times 9s, we can write in the indices form. That is 9 is the base and 3 will be index. So in the cube root we are going to write 729, and instead of this 3 we are going to directly write the 9. So our answer is cube root of 729 is 9. In the same way, the third one is the very easiest one. That is, we have to find the cube root of 343. In the same way, we can able to solve that. That is for your practice. Now here is our fourth question. We have to find the negative 512, its cube root. So first of all, we have to factorize the 512. So here we are going to let us find the factorize at first positive 512. 2 is at unit place. It means we can directly use the test of divisibility of 2. 2 2s are 4. 5 minus 4. The 1 will be remainder. The next number is 1. It means 11 will be there. So 2 5s are 10. Again 1 will be there. The next number is 2. So it will become 12. So 2 6 are 12. We get the answer 256. Students, if you want, you can make the division aside. Like this way, you can do the rough work aside, which help you to avoid the mistakes. So like that way, we get the answer 256, which we have to write here. Again, at the unit place 6 is there. It means again we can use the 2. So we have to repeat this 2 as it is. Again, in the same way, we have to divide the 256 by the 2. So what we will get? 2 1s are 2. Then next number is 5. So we can use the 2 2s are 4. Again 1 will remain. 5 minus 4, 1 will be remain, and the next number will be 6. So it will become 16. So 2 8s are 16. If you will do the rough work like this way, then you will get the answer 128. So again 8 is at unit place. Again in the same way, we can use the test of divisibility of 2. This 2 2 we are going to repeat. 2 into 2 into 2. Now instead of this 128, 2 6 are 12, 2 4s are 8. Again one more time I will show this rough work. 2 6 are 12, remainder will be 0. We will take the 8, 2 4s are 8. 8 minus 8, answer get 0. This 64 we have written here. So this type of the rough work you can do aside. Now this 64 is there. Now we can able to, as we know that 64 is a cube of 4. So we can use the 4 for dividing. This 2 times 3 we have to continue. 4 will be there. 4 ones are 4. We will get the 2 remainder 2 into 2 and the next number is 4. So we will get the number 24. Now 4 6 are 20. Again 16 we will get. We have to repeat these numbers again. 2 into 2 into 2 into 4 into. This 16 is the square of 4. It means 4 4s are 6. So we are going to write like this way. Now we will get the 2 3 times and 4 will be 3 times. So what we are going to do? We are make it in the indices format. 2 raised to 3 multiply 4 raised to 3. So we can take the common numbers. 2 into 4 and its index will be 3. So 2 4s are 8. So what you are going to do now? This 512. Now the cube root of 512 is 8. But students, we want the cube root of negative 512. So what we are going to do? We are going to place the negative symbol to 512 here. The symbol of cube root. Then we have to put the negative symbol to the answer also. It means negative 8. So this is our actual answer. That is cube root of negative 512 is negative 8. So like that way you can able to solve it. If you want, you can take the screenshot and write it in your classwork notebook. Let's take the fifth sum, that is negative 2744. Again we have to ignore the negative symbol and here we have to find. At first we are going to factorize positive 2744. Let's take it. 4 is at unit place, it means test of divisibility of 2 is applicable. Here again you can do the rough work. 2 ones are 2, 0, next number 7, 2 3s are 6, 7 minus 1, 6, 1, next number is 4, 2 7s are 14, 0, next number is 4, 2 2s are 4. Students, every time this type of the rough work is not possible, so you have to make the practice a lot and you can directly solve it here only. But till you get practice, you can do this type of the rough work aside. So what we can get number 1372. Again 2 is at unit place, so in the same way we can able to use it. 2 into 2. Now 2 6 are 12, 13 minus 12, 1 will be remainder and we will get the number 17. So 2 8s are 16, again 1 will remain, 13 minus 16 and the number will be 2. So it will be 12. 2 6 are 12. Let's see how it. If you will do the rough work aside, then you will get the same figure. 686 that we have to write here. Now again 6 is there. It means in the same way we can use again 2 one more time. 2 into 2 into 2. You can also see here the rough work. 2 3s are 6, 2 4s are 8, 2 3s are 6. Got it? Now 3 is at unit place. It means that we cannot use the test of divisibility of 2. So 3 is at unit place. It means it might be a prime number. So 342. If you will remember the cube and cube roots, then you can get the idea that is 343 is the cube of 7. It means that we can divide the 7 here. So 2 into 2 into 2 will be here and we can use the 7. 7 4s are 28. The remainder is, so this 49 you can write here. As we know that 49 is the square of 7. So 2 into 2 into 2 into 7. This all we are going to repeat again, and 49 instead of that we are going to write 7 into 7. Now if you will observe the factors, that 2 and 7 is repeated for 3 times. So what you are going to do it here? Cube root of 2 multiply cube of 7. So instead of these two numbers, we are make it common, 2 into 7 and brackets cube. So 2 7s are 14. It's cube. So now we are going to place the symbol of cube root 2744 and the answer is 14. But we have to use our negative symbol now. So in the cube root we are going to write negative 2744 and the answer is negative 14. And this is our actual answer. Students, always remember that if you will solve the sum like this way, but you had not written the negative symbol and you have not write the final answer, then you may get reduce your marks. So it means that here we are factorizing the positive number, but at the end of that we have to must use the negative symbol towards the answer and even the question also. This will be your actual correct answer. If you have written like this way and you have not put the negative symbol here, then you will not get the proper marks, or your marks will be cutted. So don't forget to write the negative symbols in the answer. Got it? Like that way, your next question is 6-1, that is 32,768. This you have to solve by your own. It's a positive number also. You can easily find out its cube root. Got it? Here our question number 1 is over. Now students, let's move towards our second question. The question is simply 5. Here we have to find out the cube root of the rational numbers. Let's solve it. Here is a first question is we have to find the cube root of 27 upon 125. So make it here aside, 27 upon 125. As we have learned our cube and cube roots, so 27 is the cube of 3 and 125 is the cube of 5. So if you know the cube very properly, then you can directly write the numbers like this way. 27 is the cube of 3, so we will write the 3 times, and 125 is the cube of 5. So what we can do? 5 into 5 into 5. So instead of this 3 times 3 and 3 times 5, we can make it short. That is 3's cube and 5's cube. Now cube root of 27 upon 125 is equal to, we have to make the separate cube root, that is 3's cube and 5's cube. So here this cube and cube root symbol will be cancelled, and our answer will be 3 upon 5. This 3 and this symbol of cube root will be cancelled. So we will write directly 3 and 5. At last we have to write the cube root of 27 upon 125 is equal to 3 upon 5. This is our final answer. So you have to make the bracket towards the answer. Got it? And here you have to put the symbol of cube root. Therefore, now let's move towards the second sum. So here our second question is, that is in the cube root. It means we have to simplify this sum. Cube root of 16 upon 54. Here we have to take this number aside. 16 upon 54. If you will observe this fraction number properly, then you can get one idea that we can easily find its shorter form. It means equivalent fraction. As its 6 is at unit place and here 4 is at unit place, it means by using the number 2, we can divide the both numbers. So what we can do? Write the number 16 upon 54 and we can divide the 2 to both the numbers. So 2 8s are 16 and 2 2s are 4, 2 7s are 14. 2 8s are 16 and 2 27s are 54. So 27 will be here. So now if we have learned the cube properly, then you can get very clearly 8 is the cube of 2 and 27 is the cube of 3, and we get the answer, that is 2 upon 3. So how we are going to write it at last? Cube root of 16 upon 54, its answer is 2 upon 3. This is your final answer. So you can put the bracket here. Got it, students? Now your third question from the question number 2, that is little bit different. If the cube root of 729 is equal to 9, it means 9 cube is 729, then cube root of 0.000729 is equal to what? It means question mark is given. So how we will solve it? Let's see. Here this decimal number we have to convert into the fractional number, so we can easily cut this decimal here. So how we can do that? 729. Here I am directly writing 729 because I am going to shift this decimal. So how we can do that? This 729 and at denominator place we are going to write 1. Now 1 after the decimal, here after the decimal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 digits are there. So here while converting it into the fractional number, we are directly writing the digit. It means 729 will be here, and at denominator place we are going to place that number of digits, that 0 we are going to placing here. So 6 digits are there, it means we are going to place 6 0. So the number will become 10 lakh. Got it, students? So we are going to find out the cube root of this number. Now as they have told already, that is 729 is the cube root of 9. It means here this 729's answer will be the 9. So that we are going to write it here. 9 into 9 into 9. Now 10 lakh. Here the cube root of 10 lakh is 100. If we will multiply the 100 into 100 into 100, then we get the answer, that will be the 10 lakh. How? We will 1 into 1 into 1, that we are going to write here, and 2 times 0, 2 times 0 and 2 times. It means total 6 times 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So our answer will be 10 lakh. It means 100's cube is 10 lakh. So that we are going to write it here like this way. 100 into 100 into 100. So what we are going to do here? In the cube root, 729 upon 10 lakh is equal to 9's cube upon 100's cube. So cube root of 729 upon 10 lakh is equal to 9 upon 100. Now as we have converted decimal into the fractional number, in the same way this fractional number we are going to convert into the decimal point. So how we are going to do that? This 9 we are going to, it means numerator we are going to write at first, that is 9, and at denominator place after the 1 2 zeros are there, it means 2 digits are there. So that we are going to place it here, 1 2. Another number is not given, it means the 0 will be there. So this one will be our point. So like that way 0.09, that this 20 of the denominator we are converted into the decimal of the numerator place. So 1 2, it means 1 2, and we are putting the decimal here. So the answer will be 0.09. It means the cube root of this number, that is 0.000729. its answer is 0.09. Got it, students? If you want, you can take the screenshot which help you to write in the classwork notebook. Now here like this way we have finished our question number 2 also. But students, here these are the two sums which are just like as this third one, which you have to solve by your own, which help you to solve this type of the questions if they come in the examination. Got it? These two sums for your practice in your rough notebook. Like that way our practice set number 3.3 is over. So students, your today's simple activity is there, that is you have to make the chart of cube numbers in your classwork notebook and learn them by heart. At least up to 10 you have to learn the cube numbers. Like that way your today's homework is to complete the practice set number 3.3 in your classwork notebook. Students, I will come again with our next video for the next unit. Last but not least, take care of yourself, stay at home only. Thank you.